under the palm trees in the California sun. Sand underneath our feet.
Good morning, everybody. Hello and welcome back to Castlerigg Farm. Apologies, it's taken me a while for another video. I've been away on holiday and here, there and everywhere a bit, but back now, so this is all good. We are out today in the 7810 and we are taking our major slurry tanker down to the store and workshop. We were going to do some tanking this morning from the sheds to the slurry store, and the pump seems to have gone, which is not ideal given the time of year. But they were great. They said, yeah, bring it down and we'll have a look at it for you and get it repaired. And in the meantime, they have, come on guys, they have a high spec tanker. Alright, they have a high spec tanker that we can use and get on demo. So we are just coming to drop our tanker off and pick that up. There's the high spec. Now, this belongs over at the back. I said just stick it over here out the way for now and they will have a look at it. I'll do that. So yeah, what it is, the pump seems to have packed up there. It was playing up a little bit before, to be fair. We probably should have brought it down sooner, but hey ho. It's here now, so that's good. And just while we're here, you can see that is our 7810. It has gone in for an inspection. It was due a service after a long year of working away in the field, so I thought we'd better get it checked out, make sure everything's okay on that. And they'll let us know in the next day or so. Right. Perfect. Well, let's get this back up to the farm. And in the meantime, we'll talk a bit more about some of the jobs we've got to do today. So, we're going to be very busy. And it's mainly all about muck again. So first off, we've got to muck the cowshed out. We'll get the 250 out, get on the scraper and get the cowshed mucked out. We have then got to do the tanking, so we'll use the high spec then to check the go over to each cowshed and empty the slurry from those tanks and get it into the slurry store, which is good. Actually, after we've scraped the yard out, we'll then have to go and load that muck into the little heap in the yard to get that tidied up. And then the next thing, which you'll actually see as we come past now, the sort of herbicide and spraying we did last time has worked a treat. So the weeds are nice and you know, they've cut right back in that field and in that one. A couple of small green ones in there, we're not worried too much about those. So we're going to get in there and get that muck spread so we're ready for ploughing those in. And what we're going to do in those fields is cultivate them and drill in some spring barley, I think. Then that field there, similar kind of thing, it'll need a bit of muck, cultivating, and we're going to plant grass for another pasture in there. So yeah, plenty to be doing. And then I think, I mean, I don't know how much I'll be able to get into the video, we'll just see how time goes on, but one thing I am going to be doing, heard from a mate of ours, literally would have been last night, and he mentioned that he is actually, his maize is a little bit behind and he's about to bring it in and he's in need of a bit of help. So he's Leroy, he's called, he's down on the down in the southwest, sort of Banwell, Somerset way. Not too far from a place called Court Farm, I think. So yeah, so he's down there, and he's asked if we would mind perhaps going down, staying there for a couple of nights around the area and just helping out with a bit of maize harvesting. So I said absolutely not at all. That is absolutely fine. And to be fair, I was thinking if we do that, we might be able to entice him up here to the lakes and get him knee deep in some cow muck at some point when we need a hand. You never know. Anyway, we'll leave that there for now, and I'll just show you where we're up to with the cattle. So over here we've got our 3 IRs that we mentioned last time. Again, there's, you'd never know. There's no signs of illness here, but it is what it is. So they're currently still in isolation. They can't go and mix with the rest of the herd. So a little bit more about the test. So basically, I got to wait now 60 days for them to come and be retested. Now you'll see a lot of farmers when that happens, they would probably just decide, right, well that's it then, I'll just get rid of them straight away, don't want to take the risk, we'll just sell them up and get them gone. My only concern is for us, we've got a small herd as it is anyway, we need every bit of milk we can in our tank to help pay the bills, and these cows go a long way towards that. So I feel, the pit's just there. We've got a fair bit amount of silage in the pit from our May silage earlier in the year. We have a load of wrap bales over there, and we've got a fair amount of hay. So I think we're not going to waste too much feed if we keep feeding these guys. We can take the milk off them for now, because our milk, when it goes to the dairy, it's all pasteurised. So there's no risk there. So they can still make a bit of money for us as it is at the moment. One thing we can't do is potentially use their slurry on the fields, because while we're still waiting to find out what's going on, we can't really be putting their slurry onto the field. So, but that's fine. We can dispose of that in another way. So yeah, so it's 60 days we've got to wait for them to come back. So we're October now, so it's going to be nearly Christmas when they come to get retested, which is going to be nerve-wracking and not the best Christmas present to receive. But the way it goes is, if these guys, when they are retested, either come up as positives, then they've got to go as any other would. If they come up as inconclusive again, then they automatically count as being positive reactors, and therefore they'll need to be taken away for slaughter. Whole farm goes under TB restrictions, and we'll be shut down and go into a testing program. Probably the worst case scenario, really. However, I am thinking, we do know up here in the lakes we are a fairly low risk area. So for me, I'm playing the gamble of, if we keep them 60 days, feed them, get the milk off them, see how we go. You never know. If they pass, then they're fine and we're clear and we're all good. The only thing that would happen is that these 3 would have they'd be classed as inconclusive reactors on their records for the rest of their lives, and we wouldn't be able to sell them. But again, for us, that's no issue, because we wouldn't be using them for meat. They're dairy cattle. They're going to stay here for as long as they can, producing us milk. And yeah, so we just need to wait and see how we go, really. But that's my plan anyway. It is a shame, because they're, you wouldn't even know, would you? And that's the other thing, they might not even have the thing at this rate, so we've just got to wait and see there. Rest of the herd are over here. So they're still out grazing at the moment. We've been lucky with the weather this October. It's been relatively dry, so they're still managing to graze these fields at the moment. They're doing okay. It is great, but we've had no poor weather yet. My plan is, as long as I can keep these out as long as I can, that's also going to help out on feed on the farm. So the longer they can stay out, the better for us, really. Obviously, though, as soon as that weather starts to change, November time probably, then they will have to come in, because we can't leave them out in a field that comes boggy. It's not good for them, it's not good for the field. So yeah, but they're all fine. They're doing great. Heifers and calves are staying out all night at the moment as well because it's not too cold. They're doing okay. If it does get a cold snap, we'll bring them in, but the milkers do come in of an evening because we milk them, but then we also make sure we give them some silage as well to top them up. Just make sure we're getting plenty of butterfat and protein content in the milk, get a better price basically. So yeah. Anyway, with all that said, let's go and crack on. We've got to get this shed mucked out, so we'll open up these shed doors here. We'll get the 250 in and get this muck gone out of here. And I'll speak to you all in a short while. The one thing I have noticed, and then you'll hear this in a minute when we start it up, is it's starting to lay with the 250. I think we're probably due a service, so we'll need to get that looked at some point. I mean, you'll hear it now when I start it. So it does go, but yeah, just starting to labour that little bit there, so that's going to need to be looked at as well. Ah, the joys, eh? It never stops. Right, we'll give that a minute just to warm up, and then we'll get that muck shifted. And in the meantime, I'll start the Ford up, the loader tractor, and get that round. So the plan is, what we'll do is we'll scrape the sheds out using the 250. We'll get the 7710 down here, and then we'll use this just to break it up and pop it over back in the heap over there. I reckon if we leave this about here, we should be okay. Just turn it off now so we're not wasting fuel. And yeah, let's get sorted. There we go. Yeah, 250 there was just starting to go. A couple of stalls while we were doing that job there, but so we're going to need to take a look at that. I think see how many jobs we can get done today, and then we'll take it into our workshop on the farm and see if there's anything we can do with it. Go from there, because we can't really have that happening too much. Anyway, I'm sure it's nothing urgent. Run forever, those things. But as you can see, that shed is now nice and clean, so we'll fire up the 7710, get that warmed up, and get this muck shifted now. Right, there we go. Sorted. We'll probably have to cart that down to some more fields at some point, see how we get on, but we won't be far off doing a bit of a few loads. Right then, so our next job is to actually get the slurry out of the cowshed over there. So what we'll do is come round with the high spec, and I think I've got the gate open there to get the tanker in, but I think we should be okay to get the hose through the bars of the gate. Alright, let's see how we get on here. So we just about got it in. Had to come in a slightly different way to get it all to fit. I mean, at some point we might think about moving the outlet there as well, just to make it a bit easier, but we can get to that at some point. Seems to be working for now anyway, so that's all good. That's working. Just need to turn the flow on this hose. There we go. Right. So now we're back in the tractor. We should be able to just turn the pump on. Right, we've just managed to fill that up there, so that's good. we can close off that manure valve. Same on the tanker. There we go. Unconnect that. Connect that. And we just need to fix that back onto here. Okay. Get that off again. Perfect. Let's that one open there again. We just need to open this one. Perfect. And now we should be able to just go back in here and start filling. And there we go. So you can see the fill level going down there. Relatively good pumping rate, mustn't be too thick, which is good. Well, that works quite nicely. At least we've got a tank to do some tanking with as well for now, which is always handy. And there's the level going past there. Perfect. Right. We'll go and restore these hoses and put this tanker away. Sorted. So that's the tanking done. Get these gates sorted now. And that is the sheds sorted for another day. Right. I think it might be time for a spot of lunch. And then we'll head down to the fields, and this afternoon we'll all be out getting some muck out on that bottom field. So we'll start recording when we see you down there. Catch you in a bit. Well, here we are again, everybody. Not quite in the field yet, and not quite as late as I thought it would be. Actually, going up the driveway towards the farm, as you can see, I am sure. And in something that you've not seen before. So, let me just park this up over here for now. I will jump out and explain what is going on. So there we go. Massey 6716S. Not new to us, I am afraid. We've not bought this. It's a demonstrator. So as you know, the John Deere is currently in the workshop down at the shop getting a service. And you would usually use that to do some muck spreading. And actually, just after I'd finished recording before, they give me a call. And said, you know, look, obviously the Deere's down here while we're repairing it and having a look at doing the inspection on it and all that. So would you be interested in taking this demonstrator for a bit? Now, obviously, you know, we're not going to buy a tractor like this, but I just thought, yeah, why not? Get it on the farm, give it a go, see how we get on with it, and yeah, always handy to try something new out as well. So now we can get down into the fields and get some spreading done. So I will meet you down there very shortly. Rightio then, you join us now down in the in that older wheat field, and we are just filling up the spreader. Which is now ready, I think. Yeah, the spreader is now ready for its first pass. So, I'll leave the load all here for now. It's going to get covered in muck in it, but never mind. And we will see how the Massey gets on. Right. Okay, so the door is open. And away we go. Yeah, we're spreading, so that's good. I mean, you know, the weeds and things are a bit thick in this field. I mean, they are all dead now. You know, so we, you know, a few videos ago we killed them off with a bit of herbicide, so they, you know, they should be fine. So now, yeah, we just need to get this muck out onto this field, get it ready, and then we're good to go. With it being dead as well, it's quite, you know, brittle in the stalks as well. So once we have got this muck on, when we come through here with a plough, it shall probably be, if the weather holds, another couple of days or so. We'll see how the weather is shaping up before we make a decision on that. But yeah, well, once we get a plough on here, it is dead matter and kind of, you know, dead stalks of plants. Once we get a plough on it, it'll just cut through it like butter. It'll be absolutely fine. So I've got no concerns there. But yeah, thanks everybody for bearing with me, as well as I know there's been the videos have been few and far between again recently. I do just kind of you know, I just do this whenever I get a chance to make a video, so it's always going to kind of be a bit sporadic, really. I don't get a lot of time to get on here. If anyone is interested though, Leroy, who I mentioned before, another fantastic farm sim creator. If you haven't seen his videos, go and check him out. I do always put a video link in my descriptions, so you can go and check his channel out via the link in there. But he has very kindly offered to make me a Discord server for the channel, which I am very grateful for. I have used Discord in the past and things, but my knowledge of how to make bots and things work, obviously I have no idea. So if anybody would be interested in that, please do pop a comment down below, and we'll see if we can get something sorted, because then I can, you know, be a nice place to chat to people more about farming and my videos, etc. But also more just because it'll be good that it's a place where I can let you know whenever there's a new video on its way and keep you all updated. Anyway, I think what we'll do is I'll keep doing this. I'll go over and make sure we've not missed any bits as well, and sort all that out, and then I'll chat to you all once these fields are done. So I shall speak to you all in a bit. Okay, right. So that's the spreader away. So yeah, so we got all of that done. We got the muck out on both of those fields. I won't go too far, but you can see. There you go. So we've got muck out on here. We've got spread down the bottom end of that field too, as well, the second half. That field's been done, and that field over there has been done as well. So they are all ready to be ploughed. So we'll definitely be ploughing those bottom two. This one I'll probably just cultivate and drill in the grass. I'm not really bothered about ploughing it. We'll see how we go. It's going to be grazing pasture, so we'll just see how we get on with that. So a fair amount of work to do, and I'll probably do a bit of work on that just off camera really, and then we'll, yeah. We've also got to make our way down to Leroy's, to be honest now, so that is the next thing I'm going to be doing today. So the next time I potentially see you all back here on the farm at Castlerigg is probably going to be November, so yeah. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Hope you're still enjoying the content. I will keep you all updated on the Discord plans and things. And yeah, let's make our way down to Leroy's and help him get sorted. Thanks everyone. I'll see you again soon. And yeah, ta-ra.